Nasrec, was at Nasrec, Johannesburg, rather, where the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF, are having a solidarity picket uh, alongside Banyana Banyana. All right, just give me a second, and we will be joining them to find out a little bit more about this. It is also 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children. So a lot of fun stuff is happening. Selaelo, good morning.
Hi, Miriam. How are you?
Good, thanks on yourself. What is happening at Nasrec right now?
I'm great. Well, the first thing that I can tell you is it's scorching hot here in Nazareth. And so basically, what's happening behind me, I'm not sure if my cameraman's here can show you. So there's about 4 to 5 buses of EFF supporters. They are going to be picketing to the SAFA offices. The SAFA offices basically being the headquarters of South African football, where they'll be in solidarity with the South African women's team, Banyana Banyana. They'll be picketing against the injustices in the South African football fraternity. We know there are issues with, the gender, the pay gap parity, with the men's football team, obviously, getting paid more than the female football team. It's also with issues with sponsorships and just the general, way that both the teams are treated and are compensated when it comes to football matches. So the EFF would be marching, to raise awareness and to make sure that the South African Football Association understands and makes changes when it comes to these issues.
All right. So, how important is this march, especially tying in with the 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children?
I think from the EFF's point of view, their timing wouldn't be any more perfect because the 16 days of activism was just launched yesterday by the Department of Women, and they just timed it correctly. It's important because the issues that affect women in this country will be brought to the forefront now more than any other time in the year. So the timing from the EFF was quite impeccable.
Hmm. And have you managed to speak to anyone on the ground just to find out from them, like what is happening? What are they expecting from this march or picket rather?
Well, so far we haven't spoken to anyone. This is just an intro to let our viewers know where we are and then where what we'll be actually talking about. We will as time goes on, as the march commences, because they were just having a mini meeting amongst themselves as the EFF. I think maybe to discuss the route they'll be taking, also issues around discipline and how they'll be just generally conducting the picket. So far, it has just been the EFF amongst themselves talking, and then as soon as the march commences, we'll be able to chat to some EFF supporters or members, also be chatting to the EFF leadership. The Deputy Secretary General of the EFF, Moilola, is here, and I'm sure as a female, she should be really, really, excited to talk to us and basically explain the reason why they're here.
All right, so then we're going to leave you guys up to that, and we'll catch up with you a little later when you do manage to speak to some of the people on the ground.
Definitely, we will be coming to live as the day commences and as the march continues to make its way to SAFA House, and you'll be hearing a bit more from us.
All right, great. That was Selaelo Makhwidiri on the ground, live from Nasrec, as they are preparing to picket with the economic freedom fighters. They are picketing in solidarity with Banyana Banyana and the injustices that they face. And we all know that today is the first day of the 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children. And they somehow have tied that in to here into this entire picket. Um, we're going to catch up with them a little later on so that they can chat to some of the people and let us know what is going to be the outcome of this march. Um, all right, so I've just been notified. Selailo, can you please just ask your cameraman to show us a little bit of the people, the four buses, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe we can move. The march is
Yeah.
just slowly starting to make its way to SAFA House, and then yeah. So as there, but as you can see, and also the viewers at home, they can see that the members of the economic freedom fighters are slowly making their way to SAFA House. SAFA House, the headquarters of South African Football Stadium, which is a well-known soccer destination in the country. There are also, people in their cars just hooting and kind of also showing support to the EFF members.
And we can see that the EFF members are clad and dressed in red in their famous
Yeah, so as you
infamous
can see
attire.
behind me, they're just crossing the street here, making their way to SAFA House. Not a long way distance from where we are. It can be maybe about a 5 to 10 walk. And I'm pretty sure once they get there, there might be a formal address by the leadership of the EFF. But for now, they're just singing and being jovial and making their way to the headquarters of South African football to raise those concerns that they have about the injustices in the football fraternity in the country.
All right, so as you
Yeah.
can see in the background, the members of the Economic Freedom Fighters are marching to SAFA House in solidarity with Banyana Banyana and the injustices that they are facing with pay gaps, sponsorships, and a lot more other issues that they have to deal with as Banyana Banyana and the female football players. We are going to catch up with Selaelo as he manages to chat to at least a few people on the ground. But do stay with us, and we will be right back.